MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Tyler Chatwood will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Lane Thomas. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 1 home run and 7 driven in. A bouncer to the left side. Baez fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That evens it up 1-1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Dakota Hudson is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Fred.
And now pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to third. Carpenter has it. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Now the 2-0.
Nope.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges.
He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Wong. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. New inning set to get underway. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Yadier Molina stands in as he looks at a called strike. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Rounded softly down the line toward first, and he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Fouled off. Carpenter, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Another one sent foul. And he misses there. 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cards leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Molina gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Contreras is retired, and there's one away. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that the inning comes to a close. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he gets ahead 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And it's 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Happ patrolling center makes the play. One out. So with one away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Into the box, Dakota Hudson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton.
So digging in now, Colton Wong. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Schwarber is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Now here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. Now here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Happ with a 2-1 count now. All even now, 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
The count is full, 3-2.
And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher next, Tyler Chatwood. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Goldschmidt in foul ground, but this will land untouched. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bryant is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
2-0 now. From the stretch. Popped up. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now in the box, Lane Thomas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to look. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Count even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Hayward, and oh no, it's off his glove. And he'll get in there safely.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. So striding forward now, Paul Goldschmidt. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-0 now from the stretch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first two pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting,
Paul DeYoung digs in next.
DeYoung.
Here's the first pitch to him. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. A ball that's carrying. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Now that's popped up. Contreras over to his left, and the inning is over. Redbirds get on the board, and it comes on the RBI triple. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now batting, Jason Kipnis. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball one. 1-1.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. lined into left center. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 1-0 home. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
The 2-1 home. And a double play ball perhaps for DeYoung. He's right there. Wong for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
First pitch of the at-bat. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. That misses. 2-0. No runs, just one hit, one error for the Cubs to this point. Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. Now the 2-0 home.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 2-1. Baez breaks from first. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local station.
For the Cardinals, the right fielder.
All ready to go in the top of the fifth. Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And it's fouled away. Wind-up and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Fowler stands 6'5" tall and will hit from both sides of the plate. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 43.
Now at the plate, Dakota Hudson 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will get this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Grounded back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Count is 1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Ball 2.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Ian Happ reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Set. Here it comes.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
At the plate, Tyler Chatwood, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. On the ground to third. Taken in by Carpenter. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Colton Wong will stand in. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Now the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Coming to the plate now, Lane Thomas. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line towards center field. Happ is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Chris Bryant now, and Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
At the plate now, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. Last time through was a base hit. The 1-0 home.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Down the first baseline, fielded by Goldschmidt, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
At the plate, Javier Baez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to go here as the right-hander Adam Wainwright gets the call.
Wainwright.
Two away now for the Cubs in the sixth. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Wainwright looks in. First pitch on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. Two out, nobody on. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there. Looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Got on the bump, just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. The 0-1 fouled away. Two out here and a runner at second. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And right into the shift. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Settling in now, Paul DeYoung. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
In the air, down the line and left. And this will wind up a foul ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. No hits to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
The 1-0 delivery. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit toward the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Standing in now, Ian Happ, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. His career line against Wainwright, he's seen him well, 6 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Happ is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Albert Almora will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Albert Almora.
Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit. Into the box, Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's inside. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, the 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Set. Here's the 3-1.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Dan Winkler will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Albert Almora is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. So stepping in, Dexter Fowler. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward on the run. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number 1.
Now batting.
Great play right there, and I love the way he played it. Sometimes when you slide for a ball, you give your eyes a little better angle to look up at it, and you kind of get your whole body under it. He's clearly practiced that a lot and made it look really easy.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Tommy Edman is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher Wainwright. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder coming in. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail it here 2-1. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60. John.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jason.
Here's the first pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
21.
The 1-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter number 9. Shortstop, Javier.
Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The windup and the 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fouled off. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And now pitch on the way. Popped him up. Goldschmidt shading to his right. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Your attention, please.
Ninth inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Colton Wong will be charged with trying to start a rally in the ninth as they go to work against Kimbrell.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball taken high for a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. He'll try it again, 3-2. Full count still. Bouncer up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
In now, Lane Thomas, and he pops up the bunt attempt. And he is in there.
The first baseman.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike one. When you've got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
A ball and a strike now. A 1-1.
Nope.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Strike count 2-2.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, you don't see this out of Craig Kimbrell too often. He's worked himself into a pretty thick jam, but you know, I wouldn't bet against him getting out of this either.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, Paul DeYoung, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He was a ground out victim last time up. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Line drive to center field, but this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Tyler Chatwood wins his 3rd of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Craig Kimbrell closes the door for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Tyler Chatwood. His record is now 3-0. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. He falls to 0-2. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.